Capricorn, I am warning you now, I am a rambling mess today, so let's see if I can set myself on fire while trying to light this. But this is going to be your weekly reading for March 4th through 10th. I'm a little late, so we're just doing that. I'm also changing how I'm doing these reads. You're going to get 5 cards, one for general, one for love, one for work, one for career, and one for long-term goals at the very end. So Capricorn, for your weekly general energy, we have the King of Swords. So as much as you may have tried to act directly on things in the past, it hasn't gotten you the results that you wanted. Trying to let things go and handle themselves has also not gotten you the results that you wanted. So whenever you're trying to figure out how to deal with the King of Swords anymore, because he knows his truth and he knows that if he is there, that it matters, but it doesn't feel like it does. Like, people change how they behave whenever he's there. Maybe this is a call for you to notice that you have more of a pull than you think you do. And you have more of an influence than you may want to admit, just by reputation, by knowing that you will jump in and say what needs to be said, what you need to say whenever it's actually valid for what's going on. And this is more about personal control and not allowing yourself to be manipulated, but still somehow controlling the energy of a room whenever you walk into it. That being said, you may also come to find out that there's some there may be some lies or mistruths that somebody else has been saying about you behind your back, and that's what's actually causing this. This change could have happened within the past 3 weeks, 3 months, and that's why. It's not necessarily anything that you've done, but what other people choose to believe about you. Which is, we're going to see how that works out for the rest of this read. But if you are single for your love this week, we've got the 5 of Cups in reverse. So you've accepted that you're single right now and it's not a problem. You've come to peace with it and you're not necessarily actively looking for anybody, because you may even be sitting here saying that, well, that was the wrong choice. That person was the wrong choice for me where I was in my life, and there's nothing I can do or say about it at this point that is going to change that. All I can do is deal with the repercussions of it. That is possibly where the personal setbacks are coming from, and as much as you may want to fix some of this, you know that you can't. You can, however, look at the problems that you're facing right now or that you can deal with and see where that takes you. But I really want to say, seek the result and let that be it. Don't expect like this is going to come back to you, like this is good karma, this is whatever. Like, it's okay, this is going to be ridiculous for this example, but if you go out to paint a room red and you paint a room red, do not expect the result to be something different. Do not expect for that red room to suddenly bring something into your life. Now, a lot of times we will alter our energy, especially being in like the spirituality community or whatever. It's like, oh, this is carnelian. It is a red stone. It will bring you love, luck, and prosperity or whatever. I don't even remember exactly what carnelian is for, but it's red. Red is generally love. Something to do with sex, something to do with morality and energy. If you set your mind that that is what that is going to bring into your life, then sure, that can be the effect that it has. But expecting it to just come in and work magic, like if I paint this room red, it's going to bring more energy into my life and I'll be more energetic and I'll have more vitality. And really, all that comes down to is the basic psychology of color. It doesn't matter if you're into spirituality or divination or anything like that. That is what, for the human mind, if you're not colorblind, what red says. Red is fresh meat. Red is the fresh fruit, and that will give you energy if you consume that. So um, it may also just be a sign too for you to let go of what something is supposed to do and almost commingle it with the idea of, well, this is the reality of it, and maybe I misunderstood that. And that's where the self-forgiveness is coming in. Because we're all building our own universes from our own tiny little perspectives, and we can only incorporate what we see and know, so, and experience ourselves. And now expect somebody else's universe to revolve around us, or have the same perception, or know everything that we know without having a reason or a way to know it. Anyway, if you're in a long-term relationship with this card, you may have misunderstood something from the other person that you are involved with, and assuming that, well, this is how this makes me feel, so they must feel the same way about this. That's not the case. And it could be time for you to bridge the gap and come to a more mutual understanding of how each other sees the world. And of course, now my phone is dying, because why not? And you could have a miscommunication, a misunderstanding because of a phone dying. For work. For work this week, Capricorn, we've got also the Knight of Swords. Sagittarius also got the Knight of Swords. So this is some quick action happening because of, it really feels as though it's almost like a piston in the engine, right? It's putting things under pressure and moving things where they need to go. And if this didn't work out for you the way that you thought it was going to, then that pressure is going to go somewhere. You may feel like this is causing another area of your life to blow up. As much as you feel that things may be unpredictable right now, really, if you look back on this later on, you'll see exactly what happened and see where things could have gone a different way, but they didn't. And even if you feel like you have no direction, out is a direction. Out and away is a direction. And often enough, that's the way that people will move. So if you can't figure out what you're going towards, figure out what you're trying to get away from, and that might help you understand your situation a little bit better. For career for the week, the Three of Cups. You may find out that you may have been taking some liberties that you shouldn't have. Or that you might be pushed out of a connection with somebody else. Whether you were brought in only for a short time so that you could take advantage of a situation, other people could take advantage of your knowledge. It does look like you're being pushed back into an area of independence. So it's really almost like the ending of a long-term contract with someone. Like you're a subcontractor or a contractor, you're brought in for the term of a contract, and That contract has ended and now there's no reason for you to be there anymore. This contract could be ended in a different kind of a way too. Like without, yeah, because I don't really think that this overindulgence is you. I think it's somebody else, and like you may be catching on to what's going on, and they're changing contractors all of a sudden because of this, because you know what's going on, and because of your essentially your habit of telling exactly what's going on and where the money's been going in a previous situation. They don't want you there to observe what's happening. It's almost like you have industry experience and somebody else is taking advantage of someone's lack of industry experience to either cheat them out of money or material or some kind of resource. And that may be why you've been being kept out of the loop too. For your long-term goals, Lord Capricorn, we've got the Two of Wands. So you're looking to meet your personal goals now. Well, previous to this, you may have been trying to like bring a family into something. That did not work out. Everyone has gone their separate ways. Everyone has their own goals, and everyone has their own reasons for doing that. So you're kind of lost because you had this plan that everyone was going to play. I'm sorry, it's an Earth sign thing. It is. It's an Earth sign thing. From my experience, that everyone else is just going to essentially come to Burning Man. If you build it, they will come and they will only take part of it for a while, though. They'll take part of it for as long as it stands, and as long as people want to be involved, but that may only be momentary, and that could be something that you're having an issue with dealing with right now. You thought this was going to go on for longer. You thought this was going to be a legacy that you were going to still be a part of and be giving parts of it to the people around you, and then they were going to grow it, and you were going to see the idea that you started with expand beyond what you ever thought it could be, and it's just not working out that way. You are now sat here alone and trying to figure out, well, what's my purpose now if I'm not building my legacy? I do just want to say that your legacy is yours to build, not somebody else to build upon. It's right up there with only you can live your life. Don't let anybody else live it for you or live vicariously through you, because that means that they're manipulating you, and you're not going out for what you want. You're going out for what somebody else is making convenient for you to want. But yeah, you may be trying to develop other areas of your life because you may not be able to keep doing what you were doing, and you may be very surprised by how it is you end up utilizing these same old skills that you've had under your belt for quite a while in new arenas and new industries. So do not be afraid to kind of, even if you're still doing the same thing, doing it in another industry or doing it in a slightly different way or applying it in a different way to a different context, may give it more mobility and more movement, more usefulness in that new arena. So you may end up surprising yourself with the Two of Wands in reverse coming up for your long-term goals. Do not be afraid to change to what the environment is and what comes at you, because this could be where everything was headed all along anyway. But Capricorn, thank you for tuning in. Please keep an eye out for the daily readings, as I'm still trying to put those out on a regular basis. And I hope to see you back for another read, whether it's daily, weekly, or monthly.